Wait, what? Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Hey, how's it going, Fox Squad? My name is Akira Strix, or Trickster Fox. Welcome back to this week's stream of Snatcher for the Sega CD. I don't know if my friend Andrew will be joining me or not. I've got the Might as well go ahead and let him know that I'm on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Probably should have done that first. I'm doing this so very unprofessionally. Probably because because I didn't do a stream of Snatcher last week. But this is going to take a little while. So I'm going to have to look for that guide that I had to look up. And that will take a minute. For those wondering, I actually had to go back and do the entire. I had to go back and do the entire first act again because um, I didn't bother doing a save state. For those wondering, because in case you don't know, I'm emulating the Sega CD version of Snatcher with Kega Fusion, which is basically like multi multiple emulators all in one. Uh, but I had to go back and do the first act all over again because uh, I didn't make a first. I didn't make a save state for the first act or after completing it last time. So hopefully, I've got a guide with me so I don't get stuck. But I'll have to use my phone for it. Uh, let's get rid of all that and not have the screen go black. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Let's do it in the first file. Why not? Just bear with me for a minute, folks. I'm gonna get through the rest of the game. Although this week I'm going to be trying to go through the entire second act this time. All right, now I just need to find. Okay, I can't see anything at this angle. But that's just in case Andrew feels like joining up. I'm hoping he does because it it does feel a little bit more boring with it just being me. All right. Okay, all right. Continuing the investigation and moving on to act to act 2. And I need to oh man. Let's turn that down.
Okay, let's try to sort all this out. Metal Gear, would you mind helping out?
Not at all. Now projecting recorded video images.
Gibson calls in and you two immediately head for the abandoned factory in the M District. But when you arrived, Gibson had already been killed by someone or something at the factory. From hair and skin samples recovered from his body, you determined that the perpetrators were two Snatchers, one male and one female. In addition, from a floppy disk containing notes from Gibson's investigation, you discovered that Snatchers have a crucial defect. Gibson was apparently killed because he had learned about this weak point. And this weak point is a key difference between them and real humans. Their artificial skin cannot tolerate ultraviolet rays. Long-term exposure causes it to become cancerous, a form of melanoma. This severely limits the places and times that they can operate to midwinter, when daylight hours are their shortest, and of course at night. And it looks as if it will take at least 6 months for them to develop a new skin which overcomes this fault. So their biggest weak point was that they had to keep themselves protected from ultraviolet rays over the past 6 months. Gibson really put his earlier training as a science cop to good use in figuring this one out. And that's why they use plenty of sunscreen, even in the middle of the winter. As a result of this, it becomes clear that there is one thing they must have to continue their survival. And that is medical facilities, where they can treat artificial skin which has become cancerous. And it appears that Gibson may have located a hospital used for this very purpose. In an effort to determine where Gibson had been investigating, you analyzed his stomach contents, found buffalo meat, and headed to the only place in the city that serves it, Outer Heaven. Isabella Velvet, a dancer at this place, gives you a description, which allows you to put together a montage of the man Gibson was trying to track down. You then ran this montage through the city's data bank, using Jordan. And that gave you 2 suspects, Ivan Rodriguez and Freddie Nielsen. But from the condition of Ivan's skin, you determined that there was no possibility he could be a Snatcher. There was no evidence at all of melanoma. But as he was in possession of liquid sky, you turned him over to narcotics. Following that, a search of Freddie Nielsen's home turned up large quantities of sunscreen. Nielsen's wife, Lisa Nielsen, turns out to be a Snatcher, and you dispose of her. And you confirm that the skin cells found under Gibson's nails were from Lisa. Freddie Nielsen also turns out to be a Snatcher, and you dispose of him as well. The hair sample that was found in Gibson's hand is confirmed as being from Freddie. So you are able to determine that these 2 Snatchers, Freddie and Lisa, were the ones who killed Gibson. But then we have a problem. The bounty hunter who saved you, Seed, Random Hajile. An investigation uncovers that the information he provided when he filled out his bounty hunter registration was completely false. So who is this guy? Friend or foe?
What about the bank account he was having his bounty deposited into?
It was a common account used for paying bounty, and the funds were retransferred from there. We couldn't learn anything from it. Thank you, Metal. And now for the real fun. The hospital that Gibson had tracked down. If we can hit that, we may be able to shut down this snatch operation of theirs. Or if we can find some kind of patient records there, we may be able to find them quite easily.
So, Little John's memory might provide us with an important lead.
That's right. If we're lucky, there may be something left that we can work with. Navigators record everything their junkers do, just in case.
Just in case, huh? Well, this looks like one of those cases.
Harry should have recovered it by now. Go see how he's doing. Seed, I'm counting on you to find this hospital.
Alright, so I'm back in control, and I actually had to find a new ISO file, or ISO file, for this game because the audio was horribly desynced. Like, even when I wasn't streaming. So, yeah, and I've got a guide through my phone, because, well, I'm gonna need it. Since I can't just pull it up on my PC. Alright, let's see here. Let me just take a look at it really quick. Alright, so at this point, I just need to go to the engineering room and talk to Harry. So, let's go. Where would I like to go? The engineering room, of course. This is engineering.
About time you got here, Gillian. I've got Little John's memory all ready for you.
Well, were you able to get anything from it?
Just relax. I'll put it on the monitor for you now. I'm afraid it was almost completely destroyed beyond recovery. Those Snatchers, they sure do a thorough job.
What do you mean? Wasn't there anything left?
Like I said, just relax. I was able to get one video image out of it. I don't have the slightest what this is, but it's definitely got something to do with Jean's investigation. This is it. So, Gillian, do you have any idea what this is?
Hospital Olean? This is almost certainly the Snatcher-controlled hospital that Gibson was looking for.
You ought to run the name through Jordan, but if that hospital is not legit, the data won't mean anything. This city is packed with unregistered hospitals.
The sign in this picture looks curved. This word Olean might continue past the edge of the image.
I've stored this image. You can view it at any time. Just use the graphic memory command in the possessions menu.
Okay, don't be too fourth wall breaky there, Metal Gear. But yeah, so it seems Jean-Jacques Gibson has found the hospital as to where the Snatchers are coming from. And apparently it's called Hospital Olean, according to that picture taken by Jean-Jacques' navigator, Little John. Hospital Olean. Yeah, something tells me there might be a little more to it than just that. But let me go ahead and take a look at the guide real quick. I know this is going to feel a little bit awkward because I'm doing everything myself and Andrew's not here. I did tell him I'd be in the voice chat in case he wanted to join up. Since he and I do have a session tomorrow to record No More Heroes, and then I'll upload the next part on Wednesday, which is how I have the schedule set up for uploads. Okay, let's see. Use... Okay. The only image salvageable from the databank is the picture that says Hospital Olean. Harry suggests looking the place up on Jordan, but as Metal's quick to mention en route. There's no such function. Instead, he thinks our old informant can shed some light on the situation. So, okay. So we need to go ahead and use Metal Gear, select the video phone, and call up our good buddy Napoleon. Let me see if I remember correctly. I believe it's 3... no. That... Yeah, that was my bad.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. JTNT Neo Kobe.
Okay, I had to fiddle around with the audio again, by the way. I'm going to have it up to 20, so where it's not too loud, but you guys can still sort of hear it. At least I hope so. If anybody comes and doesn't hear the game audio, then you'll have to let me know in the comments, or in the chat. Alright, let's try this again. I believe it's 395644. Yeah, there's Napoleon. Yeah, you'd prefer a woman, I suppose. Okay, password. Revolution is ended. I have to put in the longer version this time. There we go. Password. We can't talk on the video phone. I'll meet you in the usual place. Alton Plaza. Well, I guess that's the place where we go. Thanks for your help, Harry, but we need to get moving. Let's go to the front. Gillian? What? Harry suggested that we check the hospital using the Jordan system, but the Jordan system doesn't offer a hospital search function. Really? We're at the reception area. We'll not talk to Mika. We'll go to the turbo cycle and then go to Alton Plaza to meet up with Napoleon. As besides Gillian's apartment, that's the only other place we can go to anyway. We've arrived at Alton Plaza. Alright, let's get out and look for Napoleon. This is Alton Plaza. I wonder if Napoleon is here. Alright. I need to look at the guide again to see what exactly I need to do, just so that I don't have to go through every option and try to... and basically end up waste my time. Okay, look at area, then Santa Claus. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should have left it at 10% on the volume for the emulator, because it is sounding, because it was sounding like the audio was overlapping my voice. But then again, I won't know until this goes up. So look at area. It's Christmas everywhere you look. Even Santa Claus is here. And then look at Santa Claus. A man dressed as Santa Claus is handing out tissues as an advertisement. Huh. That's Santa Claus. What's wrong? Nothing. Probably just my imagination. Shall we check him out? Alright. Up next. Okay, then it says I had to investigate the Santa Claus, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's check out this Santa. Okay, I was pushing the button. I don't know why nothing was happening. Let's go.
Wait a minute, you're no Santa.
How'd you guess?
What are you doing in that outfit?
What are you talking
talking about? That's it. Ugh, I'm quitting this job. It's too dangerous. Somebody's after me. I'm gonna end up dead, just like Gibson.
Alright, I think I know what I need to do here. Ask about the illicit hospital. I need some information about underground hospitals. Besides all of... Oh, again, okay, so this is Napoleon talking. I'm not going to do the same voice that he does. Ugh. Because really it just comes off as discount Gilbert Gottfried. Besides all the legit hospitals, there are scores of those underground places all over the city. You'll never be able to find them all. Alright, look at the guide again to figure out what else I need to do. Because, again, I don't want to get stuck on a certain part and then have trouble figuring out what to do on my own. Because that's not only is that going to be very time-consuming, it's also going to be a waste of your time as well as my own by proxy. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I think I did that completely wrong. So, possessions, show, and video memory. Little John. Olean Hospital? And then ask about Olean. Okay, probably should have done that first. Before that, why don't we take care of business? Yeah, we're bribing him again. That's essentially what we're doing here. Damn, take it. Thanks a bundle. Alright, now ask about Olean. It may not be the one you're looking for, but I know an Olean hospital. Okay... Olean Hospital. Hey, I'm not doing this for fun, you know. You're gonna have to do a little better than that. Oh, come on. What else do you want from me, Napoleon? Come on. Just as greedy as ever, huh? Take it. Thank you very much. Got a cold there, Napoleon? Some kind of allergy, I guess. I always get this way in the winter. An allergen? And that only operates in the winter. That could be Snow 9, you know. One can always pick up traces of Snow 9 wherever Snatchers appear. It's this sneezing, it just goes on and on. Alright. Okay. Ask about Olean Hospital. Don't know too much about it, but it's over in the RF district. Why don't you go check it out? And ask about Snow 9. It's a man-made strain that was developed by the military years ago as a defensive weapon to help protect bases and the like. But wasn't all of that disposed of long ago? Yes, but I hear talk that someone started cultivating it again 3 years ago. Ah, interesting. 3 years ago? That's about the same time the Snatchers first appeared. Interesting. Alright. Alright, what now? Since I did this completely out of order. Do I ask about Snow 9 again? Oh, there's more for him to say about Snow 9. Apparently that stuff grows back quickly even after it's cleaned out. The area it grows in are off limits, but the wind brings it right into the city. Alright. Maybe one more time, just to be sure. Okay, no, he just says the same thing. Okay, look at Napoleon? A Chinese Santa, eh? Somehow you just don't fit the image. Well, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. Okay. Costume. Traditional Santa Claus costume. Alright. You'll have to excuse me for just a minute. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. Don't you just love when family interrupts you at every fucking turn? Kinda makes me wish it would stop, but I'd have to have my own place to do that, and unfortunately I can't do that right now. As embarrassing as that is for me to admit. Anyways, let's go back to this. Okay, so... do I ask about illicit hospitals? Okay, there we go. Wait a second, you might be able to learn something about those illicit operations by checking up on pharmaceutical orders. After all, almost all of the drugs used on the island are manufactured here as well. That's right, all of the pharmaceuticals on the island are distributed or manufactured by Kobe Pharmaceuticals. Kobe Pharmaceuticals, huh? That's where Jamie works. Jamie keeps track of records and ship. Oh my god. Using the word of too many times. Even though it's only 3, but that's still too many. Jamie keeps track of records, of shipments, of pharmaceuticals throughout the island. She might be able to find something out. That's right, let's call her and ask later on.
Alright, I've had it. Don't call me anymore, okay?
Wait a minute, Napoleon. I'll keep any snatchers off your back.
They're after both of us. You better worry about watching your own back. Oh, by the way, here. A little Christmas present for you.
What? Tissues?
See ya. Merry Christmas.
Well, now he's gone.
No surprise there. He's got plenty of reason to be scared. Besides, I got the information I needed.
There's an advertisement on the back of that pack of tissues.
This is an ad for outer heaven. Just how many different jobs does that guy have?
This is a waste of precious time, Gillian. Let's head to this Olean hospital that Napoleon mentioned. Also, for some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, just thought I'd bring this up real quick. I just love the way Napoleon says, "Don't call me anymore." I don't know what it is. Something about that line just tickles me. I don't really know why. Anyway, Olean Hospital. Alright, now heading for Hospital Olean. Alright, we're at Olean Hospital. Let's get out. This is the Olean Hospital that Napoleon told us about. Let me look at the walkthrough real quick. Okay, look at hospital, billboard, window, neon sign, and indoor. So basically look at everything. Well, okay, well then door, but I guess door comes up later. So first hospital, there's a neon sign on the roof of the building. The entrance appears to be at the front. Billboard. I wonder what they specialize in. There are no signs or anything. That's because it's one of the illicit places, of course. Wait, Gillian said that? Sounds like something... I think it'd be more fitting if Metal Gear said that. Yeah, expect mistakes like that. This was during the 90s, so expect that. Wait, did I say... The lights are on and there are signs of people inside. It looks like they're open. Neon sign. It says Hospital Olean. Is this really the place we're looking for? Let's look at the door. It's an automatically opening double door. Oh, like those doors that, stores have. Alright, then what? I've looked at pretty much everything I need to look at. Investigate the hospital and window. Hospital. Strange cries can be heard coming from the building. And window. It is covered with heavy metal screening. Could this be the Snatcher maintenance facility that Gibson described? Alright, Alright, then what? Okay, now I have to go inside. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yeah, go ahead. We're in the hospital. This would appear to be the reception area. Alright. Okay, investigate around the room. Wait, is it... Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm reading this walkthrough right. Investigate around room. Reception area is just inside the entrance on the front side of the building. Okay. Look at and investigate the reception desk. Receptionist is doing some paperwork behind the counter. Looks like they take insurance here. Then it cannot be illicit. Then it can't be an illicit hospital. And also investigate it. The sign says dangerous or hard to control animals must be on a leash or in a cage. Okay, look at the nearby people. Everyone is holding an animal of some sort. Okay, then it wants me to... Okay, look. Small animals, there we go. Which one? Okay, so pretty much every option there is, starting with parrot. That appears to be one of the super memory parrots. People use these birds frequently now when they study foreign languages or have other sounds they want to record. Interesting. Okay, small animals, this time penguin. It's a Magellanic Kobe penguin. They were developed in 1933 as a breed which could thrive in tropical and temperate climates. Alright. Then look at the other two options. Dog. That's one of those humming dogs. You know, the ones that have their larynx is modified to help eliminate sound pollution. Sound pollution? Look. Small animals. Cat. Ah, yes, that's one of those pocket pets. Popular among women as a combination pet and handbag. What? They were created by splicing marsupial genes into common household animals. Bear in mind, this came out several years before Batman Beyond did. And I believe it was the second season of that show where there was an episode where Terry, the Batman of that show, he gets spliced and turned into a giant bat, basically. Which is basically, you know, a reference to Man-Bat. I don't know. It's the first thing that comes to mind because I saw the word splice. This one would appear to be one of the cat models. Alright, let's see. What else? Ask about Snatchers. Okay, so ask about Snatchers. Have you heard any rumors about Snatchers in this area? I'm not worried. We keep a dog at our house. So does this hospital. Snatchers hate dogs, right? There's no solid proof, but animals with good senses of smell are said to be able to pick them out. That's right. That's why so many people are starting to keep pets these days. Okay, what else? Alright, now ask about hospital's specialty twice, and then hospital's doctor when that becomes an option. So, hospital's specialty twice. What kind of a hospital is this? What? Didn't you know before you came? This is an animal hospital. Sorry, but I don't think they can help your little robot friend. Hey, I'm not sick. I'm functioning properly. Alright, now I have to ask this one again. The doctor here has a really good reputation. It's so hard to find a good vet these days. Alright, and ask about hospital doctor. What about the doctor here? Is he any good? He's a fully licensed doctor with his genetic manipulation permit. This is about the only place in town that you'll see without an appointment. Oh, that will see you without an appointment. Okay. Fully licensed, huh? Alright. Possessions, show, video memory, Little John. Okay. Possessions, show, video memory, Little John. I'm looking for a hospital with this sign. Well, it's not the one for this place. Looks kinda similar, though.
Snatchers cannot tolerate dogs. It is improbable that this is their skin cancer treatment center.
Looks like we barked up the wrong tree here. So, now we're back to square one, huh?
Don't become too discouraged. We still have many leads. Let's head back to the turbo cycle.
Olean Hospital.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the place.
You're right, Metal. Okay, let's go.
Well, that was a bust. But, of course, you know, in case it wasn't evident enough, this was not the place. All right. Okay. I guess for the time being, I'll go to Gillian's apartment, even though it probably doesn't want me to. Alright, let's go inside. The apartment, I mean. Yeah. Let's go inside. Use Metal Gear, get the video phone, and try to call Jamie. Let me see. If I remember, I think it's 393444. Oh, Jesus. My God, a Snatcher.
Bet I surprised you, huh? Don't worry, this is just a tape. I'm at work right now. If you need to reach me, please call Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs at 391009. Sorry to scare you. Bye!
She really had me for a moment there. Since when did she start pulling practical jokes like this? No doubt that message is a strategy of hers to deal with your troublesome calling. I only called her once! Just what is that supposed to mean, Metal? There's no need to be embarrassed, Gillian. I'm fully aware that Jamie has snatched your heart. Alright. Let's see here. I believe the number. I actually have to look at the guide to remember what number it was that Jamie gave in the message. Alright. 391009.
Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs, can I help you? Huh? Oh, it's you, Gillian. What's going on?
Gillian, please ask Jamie for her assistance. Yeah. We need to know if she has any... Yeah, we need to know if she has any idea about black market hospitals, right? Alright, let me just see here. I always have to have this guide on hand because I don't want to end up getting stuck. Ask about UV hospitals. Or UV therapy hospitals in this case. The Snatchers require a hospital which has facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure. Do you have any ideas about that? Well, having facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure is nothing rare, but we keep records here on the hospitals on the island. I'll take a look at those. But don't get your hopes up. If it's a black market place running it on its own, we probably won't have anything at all on it. Alright. Okay. 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 That's all I need out of Jamie. It was nice talking to you, Jamie. Bye for now. If I find anything out about the hospital, I'll give you a call. Thanks, I really need your help on this one. See you later, Gillian. Bye. Alright, don't call. Let's go outside into the turbo cycle, and I believe this is where... And I believe that this next part will get a call on the video phone. Ah, there it is.
Gillian, it's the emergency line from HQ. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I'm glad I got you. I got a call from Katrina. She said she has something she needs to give you.
Something to give me? What in the world?
She seemed really scared. Kept saying that Alice was barking.
When did she call?
About 30 minutes or so ago.
Damn.
Gillian, we should hurry.
Yeah, Katrina's in trouble.
Okay, wait a minute. So Katrina may be in some trouble, and the call was 30 minutes prior, and you're just getting to me now? You know, I'm beginning to think that this Junker operation is not being as reliable as I think it should be. Or at least not in the ways that it should be. I mean, technically this is... I mean, I know it's a fictional future, but, it's still some kind of future. Like, did people at this point not know what multitasking is? Ah, but then again, I guess it's like how the internet wasn't prominent back in these days. Certainly not as prominent as it is now. Alright. Might as well just go to Gibson's house and get on with the story. Get us to Gibson's house now, Metal. Set the automatic traffic control system to give us absolute priority. 10-4. God, I hope she's safe. Alright, now heading for Jean-Jacques Gibson's house. Actually, wait, let me make sure that I'm going the right way. Yeah, I do have to go that way. We've arrived at Gibson's house. What would you like to do? We've arrived at Gibson's house. What would you like to do? Okay. Knock. Katrina, are you here? There's no answer. Okay, investigate. the door. Huh? It's not locked. Move and go inside. Alright, I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yeah, open it. We've entered Gibson's living room. What about Katrina? Where is she? I don't see her. This is rather troubling. Investigate the window and then the shelf. What's this? I thought this was a window, but there's another shelf here. Why didn't I notice this sooner? Alright, then I think it's at investigate shelf. There we go. A model of a house is on the shelf. Okay. Look at and investigate the model. It's a perfect miniature of Gibson's house. It's made from a cast, but the detail is excellent. Then investigate that. It's a music box, but there's nothing inside it. I didn't know Gibson had made a model of his house. It appears that something was kept inside it. This model may have something with our connection. It may have some connection with our investigation. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. True. After all, John left that search the house memo. This may be what he was referring to. Still, we have to find Katrina. Look at the big brain on Jean-Jacques Gibson. He may be dead now, but man, even in his death, he's still somehow helping us. That's... wow. Alright, move to the backyard garden. Let's check out the study. Well, we have to go to the study first, and... ugh. Huh? What the... My goodness, what a shambles. Wait. Never mind, I think I found the first true typo of the game. My goodness, what a shambles. Somebody turned the place upside down. The Snatchers. They must have been looking for something. Alright, in any case, what? Okay, let's see here. Let's see, what do I need to do? You know, this wouldn't be so bad if the walkthrough wasn't so hard to read. Okay. It says move to the backyard garden. That's what I should be doing. Let's take a look around. Let's take a look at the garden. Alice should be out there. This is the garden. Huh? Where's Alice? So Alice is missing too. Look at the area. Shadows, ground, and collar. Okay. There's something unusual. Look, there's a collar on the ground. It's Alice's magnetic collar. Special devices around their yard prevent the dog from going beyond their property if it is wearing this collar. Okay, now what? Now I have to investigate everything. Nothing unusual. This garden doesn't lead anywhere. It was Alice's own private space. There's no way Alice could have gotten out without going through the study. Shadows, not picking up anything on infrared. Collar. It appears to have been torn apart. Alice is a Doberman. That's not exactly the kind of dog that goes down easy. That's true, if she was facing a human. Alright, nothing else we can do here, so we have to move back to the study. Gibson's study. Okay, probably look at and investigate pretty much everything. Ooh. Round room. The room is a shambles. Things are scattered everywhere. PC-68. The monitor's broken. The hard leather's been torn to shreds. Now I have to investigate everything. Everything appears to have been smashed or broken. Based on the condition of this room, it looks like they were looking for something. I wonder what. I don't know, but it could be the same thing we're looking for. Alright. The machine is a total loss. It's a good thing we already read the file on the disk. Maybe they're trying to destroy some kind of data on themselves. We can't read it off the disk anymore, but I have it stored in my memory. Don't worry. Alright, and investigate the sofa. It appears to have been torn by a claw-like instrument of some kind. Yeah, definitely Snatchers. They were worried about the location of their hospital getting out. Katrina must have discovered something related to that. I bet you're right. Okay, look at or investigate anything else once to have Gillian sneeze. Alright. I think appears to have been smashed or broken. Okay, Gillian sneezed. Snow 9. Wait a moment, let me analyze the air in the room. Analysis complete. It's a very slight amount, but there are definitely traces of Snow 9 here. It would appear that Snatchers have definitely been here. What about communications? Can you transmit? Yes, the Snow 9 isn't dense enough to block communications. Oh, okay. So I have to go back to the living room. Or I could go to the garden, why not? No, you know what? I'll go back to the living room. It makes what?
Gillian, I read motion. Use extreme caution. The signal is coming from outside the window.
Oh my god.
It's Alice.
The dog is dead. Body temperature suggests it was killed about 10 minutes ago. No doubt the work of Snatchers.
Scum. No reason to kill the poor animal. Katrina. Where's Katrina?
We can leave the cleanup here to the junk crews. We should look for Katrina.
Judging from the mess they made here, it looks like they were looking for something. Were quite upset that they couldn't find it.
Perhaps that means that Katrina is still safe.
That's true. If they had her, there'd be no need to turn the place upside down like this.
Perhaps Katrina took whatever they were looking for and fled.
I bet you're right, Metal. We've got to find her before they do. Let's get back to the turbo cycle.
All right. Okay. Gotta go back to Junker HQ according to the guide. Alright, exit the turbo cycle, and then search for Katrina 3 times, the guide said. Welcome back, Gillian. Glad to see you're safe and sound. Have you been able to contact Katrina yet? No. Where shall we go? Let's go to Detective's room. This is the Detective's room. This was Gibson's rooms. Maybe Katrina's here. Why don't we take a look around? Search Katrina. Katrina, answer me if you can hear my voice. Katrina's not here. Let's look somewhere else. Alright. Computer room? Katrina said she was interested in computers. Wait, did she? Since when? I don't remember that. Maybe she's in here. Well, I really doubt it, but let's take a look anyway. Look for Katrina. Katrina, can you hear me? There's no answer. She does not seem to be here. Okay, let's go for the shooting range. This is the shooting range. Search for Katrina. Katrina, answer me if you can hear my voice. Yes. You have one job, Metal Gear. Don't mess it up. Katrina, can you hear me? Let's look somewhere else. Where else would she be? We're at the reception area. That's not where we want to go. Chief's office? What? Katrina's missing? Hurry up, Seed. You must find Katrina. Is Katrina here? Come on, Seed. Get serious. Of course she's not here. Okay. Engineering room. This is engineering. So, did you find Katrina? Katrina isn't here, is she? Don't be stupid. If she was here, we all wouldn't be so worried now, would we? Point taken. Gillian, just calm down. Of course she's not here. We owe it to Jean to make sure that Katrina's safe. We're depending on you, Gillian. Where would you like to go? Talk about Katrina. Alice was killed and Katrina's missing. Mika, what should I do? Gillian, please, you've got to help Katrina. I'll go back to the detective's room again. Okay. Okay, so now I have to try going back to Alton Plaza. Alright. Gotta try going to Alton Plaza. Let's try looking for her. This is Alton Plaza. Let's look for Katrina. Alright. Okay. Do. Okay, look or investigate downtown, shop windows, or nearby people 5 times total. Okay. Whew, very elaborate. Okay, the Christmas mood gets jollier every time we come here. Okay, sorry about that. Got distracted by something for a second there. Show windows. Shop windows are all displaying goods for Christmas and New Year's. A lot of clothes here that I bet Katrina would love. Katrina is in here. Nearby people. Hey, over there. What, you see Katrina? Oh, sorry. It was someone else. Alright, let's try investigating. More decorations appear every day. Katrina is nowhere around the show windows. Oh, come on. Numerous couples and families are milling about, enjoying the holiday mood. We would have a hard time finding Katrina here, even if she was around. Uh-huh, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's split up and look for her. I'll take over here. Okay, I'll head in this direction. Did you spot her? No, I'm afraid not. Alright. Let's see here. Something seems amiss. Okay, so now I kind of have an idea of what I need to do now. So I have to go back to the turbo cycle, and believe it or not, we have to go back to Gillian's apartment. Why don't we stop by my apartment? Good idea. It might be worthwhile to search the neighborhood. Let's go, Metal. Understood. Setting course for your apartment. We've arrived at your house. What would you like to do? Exit the turbo cycle. This is your apartment building. Oh?
Wait a sec. My lights are on. That's weird. I know I shut them off before I left.
Be careful. A snatcher may be in your apartment.
Searching the place, maybe? I don't have any evidence up there.
Very true. Yeah, I think I selected look and then Gillian's room. It's hard to tell from here, but the lights are definitely on. Investigate. Gillian's room. I can't limit the movement sensor to just your apartment. What about your infrared sensor? I don't read anything. Apparently nobody's near the window. What about the door? Metal, check the status of the door of my apartment from here. Alright, now accessing the building security system. Gillian, it's open. What? I know I locked that before I left. Now we can go inside. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yeah, open it. This is the living room.
I hear something.
This time I can hear it too.
I read motion. Something is in there.
All right, Metal. Lock the front door. We're not letting anything out of here.
Sound seems to be coming from the bathroom. It's very faint. It's very faint, but it can be heard. Anyway, let's check the bathroom. Whoever broke in here may have set up some kind of trap for you. Okay. Alright. Look at floor. There's some faint depressions in the carpet that would indicate footprints. Investigate footprints. Shoe impressions are very sharp and deep. Most of the weight of the person was focused on one point. Something sharp. A snatcher? The possibility exists. Listen and smell. Sound is coming from the bathroom. Smell. What's that smell? A snatcher? I'm not sure, but I've smelled that somewhere before. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know why he might find the scent familiar. It could very well just be me, but if I had to guess, I'm thinking maybe Katrina had some kind of perfume on, and that scent somehow made Gillian think it might. You know, it could be her. I doubt it's a snatcher. Okay, this time let's go to the bathroom. This is the bathroom, and this is the first time that I've actually, maybe it's the first time that I've shown it off, but in case this isn't the first time that I've shown it off ever, then it's the first time that I've seen it in a while. It's really hot and humid in here. Alright, what does it want me to do? Look around room and then investigate the shower booth 4 times. Around room. There's something in the shower. Shower booth. My thermosensor shows a region of concentrated heat. I would say that hot water is being used. I read movement from within the stall. Should we go after it? That would be a very dangerous move if it's a snatcher. Opening the stall is a simple matter. What are you going to do, Gillian? And now it says that I have to open the booth.
I'll open the blinds by altering the electrical polarity. Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now opening the blinds.
Whoa!
You perverts! Get out of here!
I hope you learned your lesson, Gillian. You definitely had that coming to you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't exactly see you close your eyes either.
Ooh,
That
he's
is
got you
because
there.
My optical sensors are not equipped with retractable shutters.
Oh, shut up. You know exactly what I mean.
Here comes Katrina.
I can't believe you did that, Gillian!
You see, I was just...
Face up to it like a man.
You shut up. I'm just glad that you're safe, Katrina.
I was so frightened. I just looked up your address and I let myself in. I'm sorry. Did I surprise you?
Surprise me? You bet you surprised me.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. By the way, how did you get in?
Hey, I'm the daughter of a junker. I can pick locks in my sleep.
I see. And you avoided the censors as well. You may have a promising career ahead of you.
Don't tell me that you're... I hope you guys aren't getting aroused. By that I mean not you guys in the chat. I mean I mean Gillian and Metal Gear. Metal Gear especially. in case I need to make it even more awkward, in the Japanese version of this game, Katrina's 14. Even then, I can already find so many things wrong with that. I think one of the most obvious being, she certainly does not look 14. Like, she's apparently supposed to be 14 years old, but she doesn't look it. She looks way older like that. She looks like she... I can't believe I'm saying this. I like to think that she's actually about as old as I am now, which is 28, so basically late 20s, early 30s. I don't know, that's just me. I feel like that would make much more sense, though. Anyways, let's look at the guide and see what I need to do. Alrighty. Ask about video phone and then investigate the hospital list twice. About that phone call, would you tell me what that was all about? That's right. When I was straightening up the living room, I found this inside that model of our house. Oh yeah, there was a model of Gibson's house on the shelf, wasn't there? It's a list of hospitals. It appears to be a list of illicit medical facilities. It lists the name of the hospital and its director's name, its address, and area of specialty. Well, then the Snatcher's place. The one that Gibson found must be on this list. So that's what the search of the house note that Gibson left meant. He was just a little too clever this time. Yeah, you're telling me. There's no way he could be so smart to think this far ahead only to end up dead. Well, we all go out one way or another. It's just inevitable for us. That's just the way life is, unfortunately. Will this list be of any help? This list has over 3,000 places listed on it. We could never hit them all. We need some other information to narrow it down. What about the image from Little John's memory? That should be the key. If you type in the name of the hospital, I'll scan the list for you. All right. Okay. Okay, let's investigate hospital list. Can I take a look at that hospital list? Go ahead, take a look. Investigate list. Alright, let's see if we can find the Snatchers hospital on this list. What about the hospital that was in Little John's memory? Why don't you give me a name similar to the one on that sign? Give me a name along the lines of the one on the sign. The sign said Olean, didn't it? Input the name of the hospital that you might want to search for. Well, let's go ahead and just start with Olean. Olean, right? Okay, now searching. Not surprisingly, the only one is that veterinary hospital. Of course. Look for clue. Little memory. What does the name Oline bring to mind? The sign is definitely for that hospital, right? The visual image of Oline is almost certainly correct. Wait a minute. What if it's not Oline? Oops. There we go. Queen, right? Okay, now searching. It seems very close, but something's missing. Hang in there. Oh my god. I think I've got it. What if it's not Queen? What if it's Queens? Plural. Aha! Queens, right? Okay. Alright, now searching. It's here, Queen's Hospital. Great, you found it, Gillian. So, the neon tube was burned out, eh? And there were some letters to the word... And there were some more letters to the word than shown in the picture. So Queens looked like Oline. That's what the chess piece was trying to tell us. So what clued me in to eventually figure out that it was not Queen but Queens, you know, as in plural, was because, yes, the Queen part definitely seemed right because of the chess piece, but, you know, Queens, in this case there would be two because, you know, chess has two sides. Therefore, two queens, and that's kind of what clued me into that. And that was without looking at the guide. Alright, let's look at the hospital's address.
What's the address of that hospital?
CX District, PHC 77. The director is Chinese. Name, Jin Shu O.
Chin Shu O. He's probably a snatcher, too. So we finally found their nest.
Gillian, please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
Don't worry about it, Katrina. I think I needed a cold shower anyway.
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
All right, let's go, Metal. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital.
Alright, let me look at the guide really quick to see if that's exactly where we need to go, because I get the feeling, yes, that might be where we need to go. Yep. Queen's Hospital, here we come. Okay, let's get out to Queen's Hospital. This is it. Alright, now heading for Queen's Hospital. We've arrived at Queen's Hospital. What would you like to do? Well, duh, we're already here. This is Queen's Hospital. That sign. That's the one that was in Little John's memory. No mistake. Oh, and Gillian was right. Some of the letters were burnt out. Alright, let's see what I need to do. Investigate the building and then the door. It's a round pillar-shaped building of the kind that were popular at the end of the last century. The only entrance appears to be at the front of the building. Okay, and then investigate the door. The door is locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. Don't set off any burglar alarms or anything. Alright. Going inside. I'll enter Queen's Hospital's security program and disable the lock. Lock disabled. Alright, I'll open the door. We're inside the hospital. Awfully dark. Okay, look at area. There's a reception booth in the center of the lobby and 3 doors along the wall behind it. Investigate the doors and reception desk. And then the switches. Solid layer of dust has collected. It hasn't been operated for several months. What's this? There's some kind of switches here. The guide also wants me to investigate the doors. They don't appear to be automatic doors. There must be some kind of control somewhere. Okay, investigate the switches. Gillian, look at this. It says door control 1, 2, 3. These switches must be for those doors over there. Apparently they're operated from here. Alright, use switches. Switch 1. I'll push switch 1. Door number 1 opened. Okay, number 2 opened. And number 3. Door number 3 opened. Alright. Let's go through door number 1 and see what we find. We're in room number 1. Oh geez. Okay, so I'm definitely going the wrong way. Okay. Move to door 3. It's totally dark in here. Can't see anything. I have a light installed just for situations like this. Please use it if it's necessary. Alright. And let there be light. The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. You operate the light with the D-pad and press B. Oh, I guess hold B and then use the D-pad to move the light. Okay. Otherwise, the direction key navigates through commands as usual. Make sure that objects you wish to examine are centered in the light's beam. Yeah, just as I thought. Also, what is this? Okay. Investigate the drawer behind the desk. Let's investigate this drawer.
There seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these two drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What? What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record, first examination. I'm not familiar with the next 5 characters. It's the first time I've ever seen any of them.
I thought you were supposed to be really good at Chinese.
My strongest areas are in chop suey, egg foo young, and wontons.
Rare Chinese characters. Or maybe some kind of code? At any rate, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here. Maybe they knew we were coming.
Somehow I get the feeling that the Snatchers know what we're up to. I'll store the fragment of the file.
So, I think we have someone's chart. Let's take a look at... Investigate the matchbook on the table. Okay, so that's this over here. There's a box of matches on the desk. Oh my! These matches are from Outer Heaven! Outer Heaven seems to be quite a popular spot with our Snatcher friends. I would suspect that they go there to select their victims. I'll store these matches as evidence. And the cathedral, I think the... Cathedral of St. Basil. It's a very old photograph. Judging from the condition of the inks and paper, I would suspect that this is at least 50 years old. What's a picture like this doing on the wall here? Metal, what is this a photo of? One moment. I'll scan my data files. I have a positive ID. It's the Cathedral of St. Basil. It's a famous cathedral that was a Moscow landmark before the catastrophe. St. Basil's Cathedral? Have I heard of that? I can't seem to remember. Come to think of it, there was a map of Moscow on the wall in Freddie Nielsen's apartment, wasn't there? Moscow, huh? What connection do Snatchers have with Moscow? A lot's being uncovered, it seems. Alright, let me just take a look at the walkthrough here and see what else I need to look at. There's a whiteboard I can look at? That's not a whiteboard. Oh, that's the whiteboard. But I don't think there's anything else I need to look at. Oh, okay, never mind. It's a whiteboard with a copy prevention device installed. It's a complementary, completely ordinary vase. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. They run under this desk. Perhaps this desk is designed to slide? Pushing it doesn't do any good. It won't budge. I don't think there's anything else I can look at. Oh, wait, I can look at this. It's a monitor designed for use with a computer. What else is there to investigate? It's a vase. There are no flowers in it. Do I look at everything that I already saw, aside from what I picked up? I think I've seen that somewhere before. I just can't remember. Store this in my memory. It's a monitor. Looks like one for a personal computer. There are rails on the floor. Run under this desk. There's nothing here. It's a whiteboard of the type used for messages, lectures, or other functions. Moving out to the hallway. I'm shutting my light off, Gillian. We're in the hospital's hallway. There's nothing in the first two rooms, so there was no need to open up them, but we can get out of here now. Now we're at Queen's Hospital. Let's give our good friend Napoleon a call. Okay, let's call Napoleon. If I remember correctly. Ah, there we go.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. JT&T Neo Kobe.
That's funny. I'm sure I got the phone number right. Perhaps the Snatchers have killed Napoleon too. What's this symbol? It looks vaguely familiar. Where in the world has Napoleon gone? Wolfman. Aha! Now I understand. Gillian, I know where Napoleon is. Have you figured it out? Let's hurry up and head there. Alright, now heading for outer heaven. Okay, we're at outer heaven. This is outer heaven. Let's talk to our good friend Wolfie over here. You remind me of somebody I know. I bet that's you, right, Napoleon? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anybody named Napoleon. I know it's you, Napoleon. Now cut the stupid act. I'm afraid you've got the wrong man, sir. Come on, Napoleon, what's the problem? Stop this nonsense. Hey, I'm just the doorman. Everything will be fine. I guarantee your safety. Don't worry. Now take that mask off. What a bother. Do you have any proof that this Napoleon and I are the same person? Okay, now I have to interrogate him again. Napoleon, that's you, right? You're going to have to show me some proof, sir. Proof? You want proof? Alright, let's take a look at, Okay, so I have to go through literally everything, and then sneeze will come up as an option. Start with body type. That's it. You and he are the same height. Is that the best reason you've got? Vocal pattern. Yeah, you have the same voice. That's it. So what? What's that supposed to mean? That's it, Metal. Analyze his voice print against that of Napoleon. I'm sorry, Gillian. I haven't stored any of Napoleon's voice data. I won't let it happen again. Well, that's really too bad. Accent. I know. The two of you talk the same way. So what? What's that supposed to mean? Personality? Yeah, that wormy, untrustworthy attitude of yours is just like him. Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. If that's proof, then I'm a policeman. You wish. Smell is the last one. I've got it. You smell just like him. Huh? Gillian, what did Napoleon smell like? You shut up. So what? What's that supposed to mean? Excuse me. And there's our next option. Now I've got it. It's that sneeze. I remember. You sneeze just like him. He has hay fever. Alright, you win. I've had enough fun for now. I just wanted to play with you for a bit. Nice work, Gillian. You're a first-rate junker. Go on in.
Have a seat, Gillian. We're safer in a crowded place like this.
Jeez, you really had me fooled. 2 roles in 1.
Gesundheit.
Well, you know, you gotta understand. Being an informer isn't exactly the safest job on the planet, you know. That's why it's important to be a master of disguise, like me.
Yeah, but I feel pretty stupid. I mean, all that time I was asking you about where Jean went, I didn't realize I was asking someone who actually worked there.
Hey, I was just as surprised as you were. But I didn't know that Gibson had been here. You see, I wasn't working that day.
Anyhow, it's not masquerade night today. Why don't you take that mask off, Napoleon? It's a little unnerving sitting here talking to a wolf.
All right. I suppose there's no harm there. Boy, you really work up a sweat in these full-face masks.
Oh, boy. Maybe you should have left that on.
What? Still, you did a nice job of figuring out who I was.
Come on, Napoleon. That stupid phone recording with the Wolfman? JT&T would never do anything that tasteless. Besides, what really tipped me off was that constant sneezing of yours.
Sneezes, eh? Well, listen, you want me to tell you why I'm called Napoleon?
Because winter gets the best of you. Napoleon Bonaparte sent his enormous army into Russia in 1812, but suffered a major defeat because of the snow.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, the sneezing isn't a cold. It's my allergy to snow 9 pollen. So, anyhow, what did you want to know?
I've got a couple of questions to ask you.
Fire away.
All right. So, that was a bit of a strange twist, and I'll admit, the first time that I ever played this, I was blown away to find out that it was actually Napoleon. See, I had a feeling that it was just the same voice actor, but playing a different character. No, turns out it's the same character doing his actual job, which isn't an informant. It's more like, for Napoleon, being an informant is a side hustle, as it were. All right, let's see here. Do. Okay, ask about Napoleon's background. You're Chinese, right? That's right, purebred, I might add. I came to Neo Kobe just after I turned 20. Okay, possessions and then show the patient record. Would you take a good look at this for me? What's it mean? You're Chinese, right? Well, I'm not surprised that you had trouble with this. What's that mean? These are Chinese characters for chemical elements, hardly in standard use. If I wasn't a science major, I probably wouldn't know them myself. It's a simple code using the characters. Alright, and what do I do now? Ask meaning of code. What's this about Chinese chemical element characters? What do you mean? The character on the far left is beryllium. The next one and the very last one are nitrogen. The third one stands for sulfur. The fourth one is oxygen. Beryllium, nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. I've got it. Gillian, let's go over the names of these elements, shall we? Okay, what else do I do before I eventually put it in? Infer, there we go. Whose name is on this file? Please input your guess. Okay, I barely scraped by in science, in school, so, but if I remember, I believe beryllium is, Be. Nitrogen is N, and we'll have to remember that goes at the end as well. Sulfur is S, oxygen is O, and then another N for another nitrogen.
So that's it. Benson. Beryllium is Be, nitrogen is N, sulfur is S, and oxygen is O. And another N makes Benson. The name Benson was encoded on this file.
Benson. I sure hope it is not referring to the chief, Benson Cunningham.
Or to our friendly engineer, Mr. Harry Benson. No, that couldn't be. No way.
But the possibility, though remote, does exist.
Metal, I want you to cut off all your data transmissions to headquarters now.
Understood. Now disabling automatic transmission routines. Done. No further data transmissions to headquarters will be executed.
My God. A Snatcher in Junker headquarters? We've got to get there quick. Let's go, Metal.
See you later, Junker. Today's little information tidbit is on me. Now take care, Gillian. Don't get yourself taken out by some Snatcher. I think I'll lay low for a while. You know, after all, you are my main source of income.
You be careful too, Napoleon. You get killed and you won't be able to sneeze anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
See you, Napoleon. Metal, let's go.
So, the plot is thickening even more. Because that patient record read Benson, it could either be our engineer friend, Harry Benson, or the chief, Benson Cunningham. The only place we can go at this point is Junker HQ. We really have nowhere else to go at this point. Welcome back, Gillian. Mika, the Chief and Harry, the Chief and Harry are out right now, I think. Oh, really? Okay. Talk about the contents of patient record. I've broken the code that was on that patient record. It was the patient's name. In other words, I've uncovered a possible Snatcher. What? Who? Oh my god, it's not someone I know, is it? I don't know their full name, but the name Benson was written on the file. In other words, Benson Cunningham, the chief, or our friendly engineer, Harry Benson. Okay, what do we got here? Now we have to ask about... Yeah, we have to ask about both of them. Harry's out right now. He seemed to be going after the chief when he left. Said he had to check on something. Oh, and I have to ask about his condition as well. He's been a little restless lately. He seemed to be investigating something. Same with the chief. Chief is out right now. I don't know when he'll be back. And his condition. The chief has been really busy lately. He'll be attending the Kyoto Summit next month, and he's had a lot of meetings and stuff related to that. Ask about the Kyoto Summit. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. I almost dropped my phone. Ask about Kyoto Summit. The Kyoto Summit? What's that? It's the annual summit of leaders of the world's advanced countries. It'll be taking place in Old Kyoto this year. Alright, what else do we got here? Okay, that's all we got out of Mika. Says to go to the engineering room. This is engineering. Harry is not in. So either the chief or Harry is a Snatcher. Let's look for evidence. We have to proceed with the investigation with the utmost care at this point. Let's start with the search with this room here. Alright. Let's look at the desktop. Or the desktop, being 2 words, not 1. There's something on the desk. There's a box of matches and a memo. Let's see here. Okay, look at and investigate the matches and the memo. Outer Heaven's logo appears on the box. Outer Heaven matches? Harry had Outer Heaven matches? It says face to face. Face to face. Now we have to investigate them both. It's definitely a box of the matches that Outer Heaven gives away to its regular customers. Harry's the only one in the headquarters who smokes. I can't believe that Harry might be a Snatcher. But he had matches from Outer Heaven. No, I can't believe that Harry could be a Snatcher. Let's hang on to these matches. That will not be necessary. They are identical to the ones we already have. I'm constantly recording everything that happens. It will be a burden on the investigation. Let's put them here. We will take that memo, though. It's in Harry's handwriting. I wonder if it's some kind of message. This face-to-face has got to be the key. We have to search in areas that brings this to mind. It probably means either search for face-to-face, or watch for face-to-face, or something like that. Hang on to this memo for me, Metal. Alright, I'll store this memo as evidence. Now I believe I have to go to the chief's office? Yes, I do. This is the chief's office. He's not in at the moment. So both of them are out. Alright, let's try this last room. And the first thing I have to do is, okay, I want to bring this up really quick. The picture of the vase on the wall. Like, take out the shape or reverse how everything looks. The white in the back and the vase, like, switch them out, and it looks like two people are talking to each other. Wait a minute, do you notice something odd about this picture? Look, doesn't it look like a face to you? A face? I don't get it. Now I have to investigate the picture twice. Just look at this. I thought it was a picture of a vase. If you reverse the background in the drawing, it has two faces. Face to face. This must be the face-to-face that Harry was referring to in his memo. This picture was cleverly designed to take advantage of the human sense of sight. What's that supposed to mean? That you can see it easily if you're not human? Let's search more carefully. I believe I have to investigate it again. Check out the face-to-face part of it, will you? There's a switch between the two faces. I'll push it. The picture flipped over to reveal a photograph. Okay, look at and investigate the photo. Based on the conditions of the inks, I would judge this photograph to be at least 50 years old. Another Russian picture? Oh, I already look. I have to look at it now. I've seen this somewhere before, but I just can't recall. Metal, where was this picture taken? Alright, I will now search for the data of this photo's location in the Alpha 1 network. I found it. This is a photograph of Red Square in Moscow, taken sometime before the catastrophe. Red Square? What's a picture like that doing in the chief's office? Store that in your video memory for me, will you? I have now stored the photo's image in my memory. The chief had this picture? Or someone planted it there to set up the chief? And there were those matches that Harry had too. I'm not very good with my English today. Which one is the Snatcher? It'll depend on what evidence we can turn up. Both of them seem suspicious. Maybe it's somebody else entirely. That's true. That patient chart with the Benson on it is quite suspect as well. Maybe somebody wanted us to find it. It seems pretty odd that the Snatchers would have left a part of a patient's record behind in the first place. Maybe it's a trap. That can't be ruled out based on the evidence we've seen so far. Alright. Now we leave Junker HQ. Before that, let me put this photo of Red Square back where we found it. Yeah, we can't let anyone know that we've learned the secret of this picture. Go to the front and get out. Please be careful, Gillian. I have a video phone call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, it's me, Jamie. Listen carefully. You know that Queen's Hospital? I found out that they undertook a major expansion project in 2035 to put in a basement. That's right, they have a basement. Basement construction is really unusual here in Neo Kobe. That's why there were still records of it. But there's more. The director of that hospital, Shin Shu-ho, has had his license suspended in the past for performing eugenics experiments at an illicit underground facility.
Are you telling me Queens has underground treatment facilities?
That has to be it, Gillian. Shin Shu-ho is performing skin operations on Snatchers underground.
And that means that Chin himself is also probably a Snatcher. Or rather, the real Chin, the original Chin, was snatched.
So, that entire ground-level complex is just a front for the underground facilities.
And if we hit that hospital, we can ruin the Snatchers' plans. Well, this is it, Metal. We're heading right into the enemy's headquarters this time.
Gillian?
Yeah?
This sounds really dangerous. I just wanted you to know I want you to come home safe.
Jamie.
The reason I left you is because I thought you were pushing yourself too hard, being self-destructive. And it seemed like the wedding ring you were wearing when they found us had become a tremendous burden on you. I didn't want that to be the only reason we stayed together.
Oh, Jamie, I never felt that way at all.
I'll be waiting for you. We may not have our memories, but you are the only one I've ever shared any time with. Be careful, Gillian.
Jamie.
Are you all right, Gillian?
Yeah. All right, Metal, let's go. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital. Her Majesty is waiting.
Only one place for us to go. Queen's Hospital. Time to give that place yet another visit. Whoa, that's pretty fast.
Just where do you think you're going?
This is most unusual. The turbo cycle seems to be out of control.
Switch over to manual. I'll take over.
Understood. I've switched to manual control. Well, how is it?
What the? We've got no brakes! Metal, check the brake system out. Pronto!
Sorry, Gillian. Looks like sabotage. No doubt the Snatcher's handiwork.
Sabotage? But the only one who could work on the turbo cycle...
Worry about that later. Gillian, we've got to do something quickly.
What the? No brakes? That's not good. That's really not good. Pull the emergency lever. Metal, pull that lever over there. Alright, here goes. It broke off. Also, this music playing right now, anyone getting a Battletoads vibe of all things? It's sort of making me think of that. Specifically, one of the more infamous parts to that game. The Turbo Tunnel. Yeah, I don't know. The music makes me think of the Turbo Tunnel part of that game. I don't know why. It just did. I just wanted to bring that up. I guess we've had it. Alright, now what? Alright, so we have to go with either one of these 4 times for another option. You can't be serious. At this speed, you'd be torn to pieces. Give up. What? Are you giving up? We'd never survive it. It would be like jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a rather dated image, don't you think? Yeah, by that point, it's more than just dated. Oh no, Gillian has given up. Now we're truly doomed. Oh, shut up, will you? I'll think of something. Probably. We've had it. There's nothing we can do. Don't give up so easy. There might be some way out of this. What in the world are you doing? All right. Okay, so hit cliff. I've got it. We'll try sideswiping the cliff. Hang on, Metal. Okay, nope, that didn't do anything. They're still going. Damn, even that won't stop it. Drive into sand pile? Okay, I'll try plowing this thing into that sand pile over there. Hang on tight. Nope, that didn't work either. Damn, won't anything work? Press button. Alright, let's try a long shot. I'll push this button here.
And a good morning to you, my friend. Bud Miller with you here on the big 90.7. Looks like we're gonna have a bright...
You turn on the radio, Gillian. What are you doing? Alright, into the cliff one more time. Still nothing? We're finished. It's been nice knowing you, Gillian. Shut up, there must be something. It's hopeless. We're moving at over 200 kilometers per hour. There's no way we can survive. Damn, the speed keeps increasing. Looks like the Snatchers really didn't want you getting to the bottom of this. Drive into sand pile? Okay, let's try hitting the sandbank one more time. Come on, baby. No, that didn't do anything either. Press button. Alright, I'll try another button. Oh no, that was a switch for the afterburner. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. Boosted our thrust by 23%. Do something, Gillian. We're going to die. We're going to die. We've had it. Oh, dear Lord. Look at that. Pray to God. Well, Metal, I haven't known you for very long, but it's been fun. Gillian, let's pray together. Actually, I'm not that religious. I didn't think so. That's it. Gillian, prayer. Look. A new command has appeared on the menu. Hit control panel.
Damn. What else can we do? Metal, start punching buttons.
Any buttons at all?
Yes, push anything.
Gillian, this doesn't seem to be doing any good.
Damn, I was sure that would work.
Gillian, the road makes a sharp right turn just 1,500 meters ahead. At this speed, we'll never make it. Gillian! Gillian!
Hey, Gillian! Huh?
Random?
Over here. What's that?
What?
Gillian, over here!
Random?
Gillian, you gotta jump over to my bike. Hurry!
800 meters until we reach the curve.
Metal, you go first.
What? Not again.
Move your butt. That curve's just ahead.
Understood. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Gillian, now it's your turn. Keep her steady.
300 meters until you reach the curve.
Gillian, jump! I can't. My timing's off.
150 meters.
Gillian, now!
70 meters.
Now, Gillian, now!
Oh, we're too late.
Gillian! I guess he didn't make it. Don't bury me so fast. I'm right here. Don't you even know how to ride a motorcycle?
Gillian, it's not much farther to Queen's Hospital, and you could probably use the exercise anyway. Why don't we just continue the rest of the way like this? We've arrived at Queen's Hospital.
So, this is the place, huh?
Random, are you sure you know what you're doing? This isn't going to be a field trip, you know. We may not come back.
And the bounty for this one will more than make up for it.
If you're around to spend it, that is.
Gillian, let's get going.
Alright, so, we almost died. But, lucky for us, Random just happened to be following us, and he saved us in the nick of time. And now, Gillian, Metal Gear, and Random are going to be heading into Queen's Hospital once more. Alright, let's get in. Lock disabled. Let's go. I'm ready for anything. Alright, I'll open the door. We're inside the hospital. It's really quiet in here. There has to be an entrance to the lower to the lower level in here somewhere. Well, let's open the third switch. Go into the third room. Gillian, let's try switching my light on, shall we? Pitch black in here, ain't it? Okay, for the most part, I won't need much of a... I won't need the guide for much. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I know how to do this, Metal. You already told me once. Alright, now let me... I will need to take a look to see what I need to look at. Okay. Floor rails and then desk vase. Rails? That's funny. Maybe this is the way to the lower level. There must be a switch somewhere. Then look at the vase. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture that was on the wall at the chief's office? That's a famous optical illusion. And isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register optical illusions. We better check that out. It's not something a human would notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind. I bet this vase is some kind of switch. Alright, I'll try lifting it up. Oh! The desk slid to one side, revealing a stairway leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Heap? It appears to go straight down. Investigate the stairway and motion detector. Unlike the hallway, these stairs do not have any dust on them. In other words, our friends use this, right? And the motion detector. I don't read anything at the moment. And, descend stairs.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
Well, well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs, sort of like parallel worlds.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
Alright, so... Wow. Looking exactly like the first floor, huh? Almost like Mondo Bizarro. Alright, what do I need to look at here? Let me see what I need to look at. Investigate the reception desk and then the switches. Well, I guess I have to look at the reception desk too. The monitors and control consoles also appear well cared for. In other words, this stuff gets looked at regularly. We better be real careful. Okay, never mind. I guess, investigate reception desk. There are switches here to open the doors. Now, the switches. What's this? Unlike the first floor, there are only 2 door switches. Let's open the first one. Let's open the first door and check it out. Alright, let's check out the first room. We're in room number 1. The lights are on, unlike upstairs. Look over, look and investigate all available options at least once, and then look over. Alright, let's look over the entire room. It's a Snatcher. Don't scare me like that, it's just a specimen. There's an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be their real treatment area. With these lights, it actually looks like a real hospital. Ceiling? Various X-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. Monitors. A number of brand new medical monitors are installed. Operating table. It appears to be a standard operating table. Cables run from it to a number of the machines around the room. And the skeleton. It's a model of a human skeleton, no doubt used for anatomical study. There's nothing of note besides the medical equipment. Besides the standard X and gamma rays, they can also project neutron and proton particle beams with this equipment. I would suspect that it is used in cancer treatment. Where is it? There are monitors for ultrasound, MRI scanners, and other imaging equipment. They are already connected to the nearby machines. The surface of the bed is still quite warm. It's as if someone was lying there until just moments ago. Motion detector, skeleton. Oh, wait, no, that's not... Okay. There was some movement, but I've lost it now. Now the skeleton. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. For a medical model, that's quite inaccurate. Alright, let's look over the entire room. What? The skeleton is gone? It was definitely there a moment ago. Uh-oh. I remove this room. Gillian, watch it! Oh, we're in trouble. That was close.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Ah, I wasn't quick enough. I think it's definitely dead. Terminated this time. Yes, all its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either. Are you hit, Gillian? Yeah, but just once. Don't worry. It was quite a tough customer. You get a few hundred of those together and that would be it. Gillian, let's get on with the investigation. Alright, let's see here. Okay, nothing else to do in here, so I just have to move to the second room. Just like the last one, you never know when they might pop out. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian. Alright, we can close that door. Let's open the second one. And let's go into it. We're in room number 2. Look at this. Some kind of testing equipment is running. That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. Look at shelf. Then the revealed containers. There are a number of jars for formaldehyde. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry, and other chemicals. Then the revealed containers. Samples mutated cells and organs with tumors. I don't want to look at this stuff. Personally, I wouldn't want to either. Investigate the shelf, ceiling, desktop, and monitors. Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples here of monoclonal antibodies. What in the world is that? Antibodies which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's no mistake. This is definitely their maintenance hospital. Alright. Ceiling. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. It's a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. Okay, desktop and monitors. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, a nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices. That's a particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for a number of different treatment techniques. The machine is in standby mode. Looks like the Snatchers were working on artificial skin regeneration techniques as well as various cancer treatments. And monitors. This is quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not stocked this well. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance, microscopes, STMs, scanning tunnel microscopes, high voltage electron microscopes, electron beam holography, cameras, street cameras. Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence than we have previously given them credit for. Nevertheless, their technology seems somewhat dated. Dated? What do you mean by that? The equipment and techniques they're using. Most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology in most developed countries. It's a rough approximation, but I would say that they are 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging by the imbalance of the research material here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You're telling me... You're telling me that all this work on the Snatcher's artificial skin is being carried out by one person and not some government or institution. The design of this lab itself is in violation of a number of the biohazard prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there is no autoclave or gas sterilizer anywhere. This is quite far from P4 level. I seriously doubt that this was set up by a government or any large organization. Okay. Now all I have to do is leave. There's nothing else I can do in here. Hey, Korgoth, welcome to the stream. Let's get out of here. Ugh, I feel sick. So now we're going down to just room number 3. We're in the hospital's hallway. Okay, you switch, close the second room. There we go. Now let's investigate the switches. There are only 2 buttons here. There's only 2 buttons. Maybe it can be opened using those 2 buttons? And there's our next option. 1 and 2 at the same time.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if 2 of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
My audio is low? Like, which audio? My microphone audio or the game audio? If it's the game audio that's too low, I can turn it up a little bit, but I don't want it to be too loud, because if it ends up sounding too loud... Okay, the game audio. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Is that better? All right, I'll turn it up a little bit more. But I guess in turn I'll have to turn down my headset volume because it sounds louder to me. But that's probably because I have my volume turned up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, move. Door 3. Are you ready, Random? Let's have a look at the last room. I like that there are different sound effects. Oh, Jesus!
Good God!
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue!
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identity
good.
secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody
One
was supposed
more?
to be
What do you
dead
mean?
is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we just nailed 4 Snatchers.
Okay. Yeah, something that you might... Okay, something that I probably should make clear. Whenever I play a game... Okay, so... Wait, so my audio or the game's audio? Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit more. Just keep in mind, I don't tend to talk whenever a cutscene happens where there's a lot of talking in the game, because it's personally just a little bit distracting to me. But okay, there we go. That should be a lot better. Alright, now I just have to look at the guide really quick. Yeah, I don't like talking over game dialogue. It's just very distracting to me. Alright, let's see here. Look around room, then the wall, remains, and duct. Okay, so look around the room. It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now is being used as little more than a closet. Alright. Wall. Okay, that's good. There's a ventilation duct on one side of the room. And now it wants me to look at the duct. There's a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidation. Investigate the remains and its estimated time of death. Okay. Investigate remains. A number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least. Dear God, that's a very disgusting visual. But it's definitely a human body. Estimated time of death. Lick the room. Lick the room, I don't know if I would want to lick a room like this. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to. Oh my god. Estimated time of death? Yeah, since this game is so old, expect there to be quite a lot of typos. No, this is actually not a Sierra game. This is a old Konami game. This game in question is, I believe, Snatcher for the Sega CD. Of course, I'm emulating it with Kega Fusion. The insects infesting a decomposing body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15 days, making an 8 by 15 day or 4-month cycle. As such, an analysis of variety, number, and size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. In other words, you could, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies. So it's been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months have passed. Alright, I gotta take a look at the walkthrough. Okay, investigate the cause of death, then the body's identity. Oh, okay, I see. But in any case, this is an old Konami game. This was made by I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I should know his name, but it's the same guy that made the Metal Gear Solid games. Hideo Kojima, that's his name. Okay, I couldn't remember his name for a second. This is a Hideo Kojima game. All right, let's see here. Anyways, looking at the walkthrough again to see if I'm missing anything. Have passed. Investigate the cause of death. Whew, that stench. So that's what rotting protein smells like. The decomposition process releases numerous gases. Do I investigate the duct as well? Warm air is flowing from the vent. It is apparently a rather large duct. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other 3 are little more than skeletons. Not these characters specifically, unless you want to count Metal Gear. Yes, there's a character here named Metal Gear. But he's based off of the Metal Gear from the very first Metal Gear. Like the original Metal Gear, which was released a long, long time ago. There's a game that came out sometime after this one. It's a spiritual successor to this game called Police Knots, and there's a character in there called Meryl, who you see again in the first Metal Gear Solid. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other 3 are little more than skeletons. Okay. Here we go. Cause of death. Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such a determination would require more extensive facilities than are available here. Alright, then investigate the identity. Crossovers? As far as I know, I don't think it has been done. It'd be cool. It'd be cool, like, unless you... I guess in this case, if you want to count Meryl, who started in the game Police Knots, and then made her way over to the Metal Gear Solid games, then I guess that counts as a crossover, but other than that, it hasn't been done with the other characters, as far as I know. Anyway, identity. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth, anything that could be used to make an identification is gone. Damn Snatchers. They were careful to make sure their identities didn't get out. If we even had some teeth, we might be able to make an ID. What about these teeth here? They've been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. Then I guess we'll never be able to ID them. There is a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction, eh? Good idea. Great idea. Alright, reconstruct corpse. Metal, let's do this reconstruction thing on the bodies. And I will shut up
Now
for
performing
the
simulated
dialogue.
reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intracranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on averaged results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face,
Chin Shu O, Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
It's the Chief!
What?
The Chief is a Snatcher! The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the Chief who sabotaged our turbocycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the Chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the Chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the Chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the Chief that sabotaged the turbocycle, Would that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker.
Oh,
Your
that's
little
not
investigation
good.
is over.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers?
Get them!
My arm! I can't reach my blaster!
I'm hit in the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering Phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to Phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal, is that right?
Yes. Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The Chief! Cunningham! So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
Modnar?
Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but...
Our goal is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace,
we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together. That of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
I've got a big fireworks show ready for them. Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
There must be some way out of here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run. And don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
Well.
Metal, are you okay? Metal, something broken?
Okay, but it appears that language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian, we have no time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
All right. Whew. So, Random, the guy in the the blonde guy in the black biker jacket, blew himself up, and it looks like he took most of the hospital with him, where they were at. So, Gillian and Metal Gear have to get their way back to Junker HQ, and we got to start by turning on the light from Metal Gear. Metal, turn on your light, will you? I was waiting for you to ask. Let there be light. Well, let's try moving forward. There could be Snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution. How far does this thing go? Gillian, are you sure that this thing has an exit? just look at the walkthrough really quick. Okay, look at the wall. Some kind of scratches here. Scratches? Check them out. Investigate the scratches. This scratch was caused by the scraping of a very hard claw-like object of some kind. A snatcher? Maybe they were using this as some kind of shortcut, or back route. Black route. Let's see. Investigate the ceiling twice. It's constructed quite well. There are signs of that construction to reinforce it has been carried out. Reinforcing bars formed of level 4 hardness steel alloy have been installed. It's quite strong. And that's what saved us. I guess we should thank him, huh? Seems that this is not just a simple air duct. Alright. Investigate the scratches twice. It appears that a snatcher was dragged through here. A human body would not cause such marks. Maybe that naked snatcher we saw in the operating room? That's probably correct. An endostructure before the artificial skin was installed seems most likely. It appears that a snatcher was... Oh, okay. No. Investigate the ground 3 times, and then it's sand twice. What's this? There's some sand spilled here. How did this get here? Ground twice. For an air duct, the quantity of dust is quite low. So that means this thing is used regularly, right? Yes, there is certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. And there's Gillian sneezing, which means Snow 9. And that in turn means Snatchers approaching. Or approaching Snatchers. Either way. Gillian, is it Snow 9? Okay, investigate the sand twice. Alright, now analyzing the sand. Iron particles, high quantities of phosphorus. This type of sand is particular to the M district in Neo-Kobe. The M district, huh? Around the old factory, right? What's that mean? Ah. It's quite unusual that that particular sand would be present here. It was no doubt brought here by someone. Alright, now I have to look at the walkthrough again. Investigate the pollen. Okay, investigate pollen. Alright, I will gather and analyze a sample of the air here. Gillian, the results are as I would have expected. Though the concentration is thin, there is definitely Snow 9 present. Snow 9, huh? Is it okay to breathe it? You'll be safe at these concentrations. Alright, now what? Okay, then I will advance. We can't go back. The way is blocked by debris. We can probably keep moving forward, but it's likely to be a dead end. Buried alive, huh? Great. Check real careful. There's gotta be a way out somewhere. I guess listen? I can hear the sound of water flowing. Then we must be close to the way out of this thing. Metal, are you picking up any movement? I'm afraid the shock of the explosion has damaged my motion detector. So is it working or not? I'm getting particle readings, but they are not as sensitive as they should be. If we get attacked in a narrow area like this, we've had it. Please pray for us, Gillian. We've got to make it out of here. Damn. So I have to depend on my own eyes and ears, do I? Of course you do. Okay. Let's look at the front this time, something that I didn't do. It looks like it continues for some distance. I can hear water. It can't be a dead end. Looks like it continues for some distance. The farther we go, the higher the concentration. It must be coming from that direction. Oh my god, are you kidding me with this? No, I don't want to do that. Ground. The lower surface is constructed of reinforced concrete. This does not seem to be just an ordinary air duct. Looks like the Snatchers have been using it to move around. With these scratches and the presence of Snow 9, I'd say it's definite. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. Okay, now I can advance. Alright, continuing forward. Jeez, this thing just keeps going. Uh-oh. Insectors! Gillian, use your blaster! Oh boy. Ah! I'm not doing so well. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got a game over because of how... You've got to be kidding me. Let's try that again, shall we? Man, I'm getting roughed up really bad. Oh, that's bull crap. That is bull crap. I totally shot you. Like, come on, game. How precise do you want me to be? Oh, God. Whew. I'm no longer reading any motion. That was close. I already died twice. Whew. They really build a lot of those things, don't they? Gillian, are you alright? Yeah, I'll live. Took 2 hits, though. Those insectors must be the security for this area. Which means that at the end of this duct, I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Don't want to meet up with any more of those spiders. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gillian. Metal, don't let your guard down.
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Alright, look at the front and then behind. Metal, can you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues for as far as I can see. Alright, behind. That's the area we just passed through. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Listen 3 times and then talk 3 times. The only sound is that of our own footsteps. Metal, can you hear any trains approaching? What are you saying, Gillian? The tube liner system has been abandoned for years. I'm not picking up any unusual sounds. Alright, now I have to talk 3 times. Metal, how much farther do we have to go to reach the next station? Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I cannot give you an accurate figure. This part of the system didn't have very many stations. We'll probably have to walk quite a bit further. What part of the city is this? I believe we're probably underneath the MR district. Huh. Hey, Metal. Yes, Gillian. Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were awake. Huh? Gillian, what's wrong?
Look, Metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
A ladder?
There's a ladder!
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder. We seem to have emerged into an odd place. Wait, this room.
It's Freddie Nielsen's bathroom. He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway. So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double-bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
Yeah, this whole area, by the way, Freddie Nielsen's apartment, this was a place that you went to in the first act. I'm currently nearing the end of the second act of this game. So now I think all we have to do is just leave. Go to the living room. Look and investigate the map. Large-scale map of Moscow. Chinshu-O over at Queen's Hospital had a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of Red Square hidden. How come everybody is such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Before the explosion, didn't Chinshu O say... There is a total of 3 acts, and as far as these live streams are concerned, I'm only doing the 2nd act this week. I already did, like, the last time I streamed this game, I went through the entire 1st act, but that was 2 weeks ago. I meant to do this act last week, but, I had to change my schedule around, so that's why I'm getting to the 2nd act this week. And next week, I will be doing the 3rd and final act of the game. Before the explosion, didn't Chinshu O say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago? And the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is exactly from that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers no doubt lies here. There. This has to have some meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up here just as a decoration. Okay, can I investigate the map now? It's a late 20th century map? Okay, no. And I guess I exit. Be careful that you don't touch the tape lines. Tape, you mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. Don't break the beam, Gillian. You'll have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know? I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah, jeez. I feel like I'm breaking into the place or something. We're outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. How do you plan to get back? We have no turbocycle. Are we going to walk it? Aren't there any taxis or anything around here? Why don't we search the area? Oh, that's right, because the turbocycle blew up earlier. Yeah, and in case you're not familiar with the whole setting of this game, it's apparently supposed to take place in the year of 2047. So basically, let me do a little bit of math here. No, wait, I have my phone. I can just look it up this way. Just do... there we go. So, we're in 2023. And this takes place in 2047. So, 2047 minus 2023. So, essentially this game takes place... Yeah, essentially this game takes place 24 years from now. Even though this version of the game was originally released in 1994 for the Sega CD. That's why the voice acting in this version is in English. And it's the only version that has the English dub as well. Not to mention, it's one of the few times where... it has a 90s English anime dub, and it's actually not terrible for a change. Look, there's a taxi over there. Investigate. Taxi. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Ride in taxi. Alright, let's board the taxi. We've boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a manned cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. I guess tell destination. We're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? We're in a hurry. Is that some kind of joke, sir? You can't be serious. This is a manned taxi, you know. I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell. Oh, Jesus. Chinchuo!
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
Yeah, the voice acting is really done well in this game. Although, there are other versions and even later versions of this game on other consoles, but again, this particular version is the only one that has the English dub. And of course, I have to emulate it because I can't get it physically, because very much it'd be like getting an actual Sega CD itself, which would be very ridiculously expensive. We've arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal, this is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. By the way, don't completely regard what Gillian says there. This is not the final part of the game. Now entering headquarters. Although we are nearing the end of the second act. This is the lobby. What? The shutter is the shutter in the reception booth is closed. Alright. Investigate the shutter. No, investigate the shutter. There we go. The surface of the shutter shows the evidence. The surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an energy weapon. I read motion. Something is in the booth. And the chief? Yes, the chief is confirmed to be a Snatcher. Look at the desk. Oh wait, no. I'm not at that part yet. Look and investigate the area, door, and booth. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. So headquarters has been put on emergency status? It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter in the reception booth is closed. Is Mika still in the booth? There are a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Cannon? Then it's Snatchers who did this. It's been locked from the inside. The only way to open it is from the inside the booth. Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I've located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I will be able to open the shutter. Alright. Now plugging into the emergency external connection port. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a Snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the Snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a Snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in. Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That Snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
We're in the main hallway and... Oh, that's not good. What's this? Someone's down. That hat. Harry?
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbocycle, and that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really? That bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay. It doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This'll work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about.
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Another victim down. Alright. Now it's personal. That Snatcher gon' die. First stop, Chief's office. This is the Chief's office. Okay. Just using a walkthrough to see what else I need to do to move it along. Look at the desk. I don't see the Snatcher. I'll take another look, but I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Okay, so I guess I have to go to each of the rooms at least once before coming back here. Okay, engineering room. Okay, this is engineering. Okay, detective's room. Nothing. No reading. Okay. Computer room. Nope. Nothing in the computer room. Right off the bat, no. Shooting range. Yeah, I know. No, I already saw the... Yeah, I already investigated that much earlier, before it was found out that the Chief was a Snatcher. So, don't worry about that. Okay. Back to the Chief's office. Ah! Blood on the table. Chief's office. Something on the desk. Look. Desk. There's some kind of stain on the desktop. There was no stain like this a few moments ago. Oh, I have to look at it. Yeah, there we go. I have to look at it. It's blood. It appears that blood is dripping from the ceiling. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? There you are. Cunningham!
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to Motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
Alright. Gotta go pretty much everywhere else except the hallway. Save the hallway for last. Back to the engineering. Nope. Detective's room. And nothing. Computer room. There's nothing. Shooting range. This time, go to the hallway. We're in the main hallway. Damn, where's it hiding? There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There's still some rooms we haven't checked. Where should we go? Let's check the lobby. The lobby? You never know. But the main door was sealed off when we came in. We've checked and double-checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency light's coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker.
I'm not just a good shot, I'm a damn good shot. Okay, that time I was a terrible shot. It's okay, it's alright, I still got him.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into Phase 2. For that, we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless, as long as you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry! Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika!
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory? So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish, Professor Seed.
And thus ends Act 2. And because when I started this, before starting this particular live stream, I had to go through the entire first act again, because apparently the emulator does not know how to properly save Sega CD games. I have to make a save state in order to get back here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Yes, I'm going to replace it. And that is where I am going to end this stream of Snatcher for the Sega CD. Next week, if I remember to do it, then I will go through the entire third and final act of the game. I've been going at this for a little while now, and I do think it is time for me to stop anyway. So to all who did appear in the chat to watch me play this game, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you coming to see me play this game. And I will continue next Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. And hopefully that won't take very long to get through when I do get to that one. But again, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream for now. So I've been Akira Strix or Trickster Fox, whichever you want to go with. Thank you very much for taking the time to come and watch this. Every Wednesday, I will be uploading a part to No More Heroes. Every Friday will be Devil May Cry 3. And of course, next week, starting, or specifically next Saturday, will be the final live stream that I do of Snatcher or the Sega CD. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to click the subscribe button, and remember to click the notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. I already basically explained my upload schedule, or how I'm going to be doing it for the time being. And like I always tend to say, remember to keep your gaming spirits alive, and hopefully I will see you all and basically everyone who decides to come and watch next week for the final act of Snatcher. I'll see you all then. Take care.